This week's episode is brought to you by Coco Laveau. Coco Laveau is created by 2 female dermatologists. The Bikini Smoothing Cream smooths bumps in the bikini area from hair removal. Also prevents and reduces ingrown hairs and lightens dark spots in the bikini area. You can buy at CocoLaveau.com and use code RECIPE for $10 off. Follow on Instagram at Coco Laveau and tell them we sent you. Hello, hello, hello. We are The Recipe and we are back. I am Chelsea.
And I am Stormy.
Mika.
And we are back. It's kind of been a minute. How long has it been?
Just a week.
It's been a week?
2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. So we are back and we've missed you guys. So let's
and y'all
recap.
have missed us.
Have y'all missed us? I know y'all missed us.
People been messaging like, what's going on? What y'all doing? Where y'all at? What y'all talking about?
We try to be as consistent as we can. However, life happens. So we are going to get into these recaps of the week so you guys can know. So I'm going to start. My recap of the week. What did we do?
Period.
Oh, recap. Life has been like really, really good. I feel like it's been a while since I touched on like my home situation. I've still been dealing with that, decorating and everything like that. Stormy had a birthday. Happy birthday, Stormy. We went to 13. We had a ball. I also had a COVID scare and I did something that I didn't really think that I was going to do because I was so against it, but I got vaccinated. I got vaccinated yesterday and I had a COVID scare.
Me and Stormy both did
I know, like I was so against it and I literally.
She was against it because I remember you on this show like, I'm not doing it.
I was against it, but Carter goes to my mom's house like every morning because they take him to his day camp and like everybody over there is vaccinated. And they just kept talking to me like, you know, why are you not doing it? Don't you want the world to go back to normal? Like, what's the deal? Like every day.
Do you feel like you were peer pressured?
I feel like in a way, and I feel like no matter how grown I get, you know, you kind of still listen to your mama in a way.
Yeah, I'm calling my mama for everything.
Yeah, so she was, and then her guy friend, he's a little older. He has a heart condition. And he was sitting on the patio when I came. Like, it's just like, he's like, I really have an underlying condition. Like, you know, I don't want to tell you what to do with your life. But he was just like, you know, you and Eddie have...
son over here no more if you don't get back.
He's just like, you and Eddie just have so many good things going on, you know, with this new strain. I would hate for something to happen to y'all. And honestly, I went yesterday morning and I got it. Like...
How do you feel?
I feel like I don't even want to say I feel like I was drugged, but I didn't feel like myself. I'm real in tune with my body. I haven't had a shot or a needle to my arm in over 8 years, probably since I was pregnant with Carter. I'm not the type of person that's like, ooh, I'm sick, I need to go to the doctor. Ooh, I this. So like, it was a lot. So I literally took the shot at 10 a.m. After you take the shot, you have to walk around the store for like at least 20 minutes. They want to make sure that, you know, everything is working out for you. And so I went to work, got home, went to sleep at 7:30, didn't wake up to 8:30 this morning. No wake ups in the middle of the night, no nothing. I was out cold. So I don't know if that was something that was part of it.
Did you research like symptoms and how other people felt?
I asked around and a lot of people were telling me mixed things. They were like, you're going to either be really, really tired from the first one. Some people said the first one, they just had headaches. I did have headaches. And then they also said the second one is the worst.
So who did you get?
I got
Pfizer
the Pfizer. Yeah, okay. Walgreens offers the Pfizer. So I'm only day 2 in. Your arm is going to hurt. But I mean, the way I look at it is my son is 7 years old. He's not at an age where he can get it. But I mean, I just want to kind of do the best. You know, he's going to go to school next year. I don't know what he's going to bring back. So I just want to be safe than sorry. So I got it.
Okay, and Chelsea will keep us updated on how she's feeling for sure.
Mm-hmm. Storm.
Well, I'm a Cancer, so we celebrated my birthday.
We gonna celebrate me.
We gonna celebrate me. We've celebrated for the past week or so. Mm-hmm. What did we do? We started out with karaoke. That was fun. I got too drunk that night. So,
ooh, baby. Let's see.
And then Wednesday we went to 13. I never been, and I've seen a lot of mixed reviews, but I would really say that they accommodated me with everything. They did mess up in the beginning with my reservations, but then they fixed everything and they sent me over a bottle of champagne.
Okay.
It was the food was great. Nothing took too long. I mean, it was a lot of people there. It was over maybe about 19 to 20 people, and everybody got their food on time. I mean, didn't have a problem. It was actually really good. I think like the hookah side was more of a vibe. You know what I'm saying? But we had like a little private room, so it was a vibe too. You could play your own music, and then on Thursday, I went to O2 Lounge, which is on Thursday nights they have like a live band. If you've never seen Miriam live, she's dope as hell. I would definitely suggest anyone to if you like live music. Her name's Miriam. She used to be at like the Turkey Leg Hut, but she can sing her ass off, and it was a very dope experience. I would definitely suggest you try that out on Thursday nights. We did that, and Thursday was my actual birthday. And on Friday, we went to Cancun. It was my friend's wedding, so we celebrated her. Shout out to Vicky and Todrick. They got married. Really beautiful. Beautiful wedding, dope. I've never been in a wedding on an island, so that was really dope. Very different. You was crying in the camera? I was crying in the camera. Well, actually didn't cry in the camera. I just showed y'all that I did cry, but I was crying ugly, like when they start playing the music, I'm just feeling it. I was just like in tears. Like my sister was like, "You ugly, bro."
Like, no, that Brian McKnight to do it to you because I was crying watching the story. Like, I'm ready.
Many people wrote me back was like, "Baby, you just made me cry." Like I was like, "This was so sweet. It was so beautiful." So we did that. Cancun was a vibe. I actually had a good time, but when I landed on Friday, I kind of didn't feel good. So I was like, man, I can't stay here. Cause I was like, damn it, I feel like I'm getting sick. So the whole trip, I was coughing really, really bad. And I started to tell them like, y'all, what if I got COVID? I'm not gonna be able to go home.
Sometimes we got to be careful what we putting out in the atmosphere too.
Right.
So we'll get to that.
Man, but when you start, like, it starts, the cough getting worse and worse. Like I couldn't even sleep at night. So I'm like, okay, y'all.
Cough.
So I said, baby, I couldn't sleep. I'm talking about, I was waking up, Kyle looking at me like, bro, can you like
go over there?
Like get out or something? I don't know what you wanted me to do, but I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I'm dying, coughing. Like this was something. So I kept playing around. Like at the end of the day, I felt like I had COVID at this point. Like, let me prepare. What am I gonna? And
it could have been the hustle and bustle of the traveling. You celebrated like
I drink so much. I was drinking so much.
When I saw your story, I'm like, damn, Stormy just went out and now she on the flight. Like you probably just the hustle. And bustle of everything.
I didn't sleep that night.
And then Cancun, like when you get into that airport.
Yeah,
it's so humid. Like you literally, like the air is like.
It's like as soon as I got off the plane, it was just like
absolutely.
I don't know what happened. I just started, and I was like, okay, wait.
Yeah.
So, and then I didn't sleep. So when we went to the Thursday night O2, I packed my bags and went straight to the airport. My flight was like at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I didn't sleep 24 hours of no sleep.
Like a fish.
Then drinking probably my bro. Like,
right. So then it was time to get tested. And I'm like, man. So I was asking Kyle, like, are you going to stay? He was like, no, bro,
you on your own. You on your own.
I was asking my sister, any of y'all going to stay with me? Because I just knew I had COVID at this point. The way I was coughing.
Baby, why Candy and Kyle? Why wasn't y'all going to stay with her?
They were like, no, we got to go home. So then we got the test. And it said I was negative. So I was like, man, I want to take one more, like, just to be safe, like, because I feel like I got COVID. And, you know what I'm saying? And the lady was, so before she gave me the test, she was like, you feel like this is wrong, let us know.
And see, why you gonna say
Why would you say that to me? So immediately, because I had 4 of them. I had my friend, I had 4 people's COVID tests. I went down to go get everybody's test.
Yeah.
So I'm looking like, where mine? Hold on, I don't give a fuck about nobody else's test. So I was like,
where's mine?
It said negative, so Albert, everybody said, I was like, why would you say that? Who was about to come back here and be like, no, ma'am? Like me, like a dummy, was like, no, ma'am, I think maybe this is wrong.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get tested again. Just to be safe, because I don't want anybody. It was kids. It was a lot of people that were like, okay, so they did it again, same thing. So at this point, when I went back upstairs, my friend was like, our other friend, she didn't get to make it to the wedding, but she was in Cancun. She went to get her teeth done, and she didn't make it in time. But her friend that she was with, she had COVID, so she had to stay.
Wow.
So I'm glad.
She picked COVID up from, she must have came there with it, because you got to get tested like within a certain range of time you're there.
She couldn't go home. So
how do you prepare for that? You have to like get another room.
I think the hotel accommodates you. So
really?
No, not all hotels.
This hotel said that if you were to have COVID, then it's an isolation area, and you can stay there for but you can't.
But all of them, all places are not like that. If you go out of the country, like you literally have to pay your.
What if you have what if you have no more money?
That's not up to that. That ain't their business.
No, what if you have no more money? What do you do?
But that's what I wonder too.
Like that's not their business. You cannot leave. So you're gonna have to be
hitting that Zelle, calling people. Zelle me.
You have to figure it out.
That's
y'all haven't seen like it's an article out about 2 girls went to I don't know if it was I think it was Jamaica.
Those ones that got stuck. I mean, that was a big thing where they couldn't find her. Like her parents couldn't talk to her. And
like
all
it
that
was
stuff.
crazy. Like they had to come out of pocket for that.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that was a big thing. I think like they were starting wanting to sue because they wouldn't let the people call or anything. That was
they treat you like a germ, literally.
Yeah. Oh, like a germ. Well, y'all are gonna see why we were all so nervous about our COVID scare. Miss Mika Mills.
Go ahead.
Recap us.
Mika Mills had COVID.
She did.
I got COVID July 1st.
So the day that we shot, the next morning, when we shot with Killer Callion.
Yeah, I had COVID and didn't even know.
Like the second?
Yeah, I didn't know it. I got it July. Yeah. So this is the thing. I got it July 1st because I went to an event. I'm not even going to say, but I went to an event and literally 25 people from that event got COVID.
Oh, wow.
See?
We were all down bad. And then we had the Delta strand. But anyway, so I'm not knowing that I have COVID because a week prior to, I get in a car accident. Mm-hmm. So I'm hit from behind. I'm not knowing I have COVID. It started off with body aches. I kept on telling y'all, it really felt like from the back of my head here all the way down to the back, like somebody hit me with a hammer.
And we were thinking it was the wreck.
I'm thinking it's the wreck.
No, because remember, at one point I was like, I'm going to call Mika because one day she was out, and then like the next day she was like, I feel sick. I'm not like, girl, you was just out. Hold up. But it was really
and that's the thing. Like I'm out, I'm going places not knowing because it started off with body aches.
Yeah.
Then I'm just like brushing it to the side. Then all of a sudden I'm stuffy. Like literally from here on down, and I'm still kind of stuffy, but from right here, my eyes, like nose, all of this, I'm stuffy. Mm-hmm. Then my throat is scratchy. Like each day was a new symptom. Yeah. And it was just like the scariest thing ever. Then I was like, I text y'all. I was like, I'm going to take a test. Mm-hmm. Came back positive. Yeah. I had COVID and I had been around people. That was like a 13-day window. The day we shot
that episode, I was around she was having COVID when we filmed with Kyle. And now when I look back on there, you were very quiet. So I'm like, yeah, Mika was sick. Like, Mika was really, really sick.
I was sick.
She was
like,
sick.
Literally sick.
And didn't even know it.
Didn't even know it.
That's
literally
scary.
Like, sick. Yeah. Not being able to eat anything. I still haven't had really a good meal. I still can't really smell, taste, none of that. Like, it was so bad. And I really feel like God was kind of like trying to sit me down.
Yeah.
Because before then I get in a car accident. Then after that I get into I catch COVID. I really feel like he was trying to really shake some things up, and he definitely did. Like that was the scariest time of my life.
Yeah.
Like when you were saying your brother was telling you like, what does it feel like to have COVID? Like you're literally gonna die. That's what it feels like when you have COVID. Like you are going to die. Like really I was telling y'all one night it was like 4 something. I was like literally like up praying like, God, what is going on with me? Like I didn't have any energy, was not eating, nothing. Yeah. Shout out to my brother for being there. He
shout out to Buddy.
Care about the COVID, and happy birthday, Buddy. But shout out to Buddy.
So he was just there, like, was he masked up, suited up, gloved up?
But I mean, look at us. We were shooting with her, and we.
But he's there every
But he
day.
knew that I had COVID. Yeah, I have 2 rooms, so he was like kind of like in the other room, but he didn't care. He was looking after his sister. That's my nigga. Like he did not care.
That's
looking
so
after
sweet. And
then look, it's so crazy. This is how I learned that I lost my smell, because I had made some soup, trying to eat the soup, and then like literally just like lost all of my energy. Like I could not eat the soup. He come home from work, come in there, and he was like, Mika, you been eating this soup? And I was like, well, I don't have no energy. He was like, this shit is spoiled. You don't smell that? Wow. Where the soup had been spoiled and I didn't even know. I would have, if he wouldn't have been there, I would have ate. Like,
just keep trying to eat it. Keep trying to warm it up and eat it.
Keep trying to nibble on the soup to like take the medicine and all that. But it is crazy. Shout out to my brother. Yeah. Shout out to the people who has reached out to me on Instagram too. Caitlin came in my DM.
That Caitlin gonna DM, huh?
And was like, hey, how have you been? I haven't heard from you. Key, shout out to Key. Like, a lot of people reached out to me. And Caitlin, I've never met her a day in my life. Like, this is my cyber friend.
Yeah. Really,
and
really
people
sweet.
that I know, my friends, ain't called and checked on me not a one fucking time.
Wow. Yeah.
Not a one time y'all ain't called and said, hey, Mika, you know, I've been thinking about you.
Did they know you had COVID? Did you end up telling them? They didn't know?
Nobody knew that, you know, I had COVID. I told the people that I had been around. I hadn't been around them, so I had told y'all and the other people that I've been around. But still, like, my friends, you haven't heard from me.
Yeah.
Like, other people
we were afraid.
It depends if you... It only depends if you talk to those people like daily or weekly.
I don't talk to some of the people who reached out to me. And they were like, I hadn't seen you post anything. Like, you were people just on our mind.
In tune in your life and they just want to know.
I just really feel like
but you talk to them daily, yes, for sure. If you talk to them weekly, for sure.
I don't give a damn what it is. If I'm in your presence and you have not heard from me, seen from me, reach out.
Yeah.
Like, literally, people who knew that I have COVID, and then people who knew that I had COVID, I ain't hear from them.
Everybody that knew you had COVID, you heard from them then.
Right. Nobody like really was like checking on me. Oh, you had COVID, and then people knew I had a car accident. Some people knew. They still ain't fucking like check on me. So baby, listen.
That's why you got to choose yourself.
God was trying to shake it up because now I hear you loud and clear. I definitely hear you loud and clear.
And to all the dinners I missed, that is really the reason why I wasn't trying to go broad, because I didn't want to really jinx myself, but I really thought, you know how somebody tell you they got something or you something this and that, you start feeling like you sick.
So you felt like
Saturday. Right. And then hold on. And then when I had text y'all my positive COVID test, y'all was like, oh my God, I was trying to tell you that you had. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on here.
Man, I was just nervous because that for me, that was like the second person
but you
that I had been
really
in that
just like
contact with. And I was like,
people,
I hope I don't get it. But so I mean,
we didn't know.
Does that make y'all these scares? You had the Mexico scare. You had this one. Does it make you feel like, okay, I'm gonna get the vaccine?
I'm still not 100% about that.
Even with the new strain and everything.
And that's what I had. The new strain, the Delta. That's how it starts with the head cold, the stuffy nose, all of that.
Yeah, I believe when they say these things like, it's called Delta now.
I mean, they come up with a name for it, but I'm going to tell you. But
I thought Delta was like a whole new virus from somewhere else. Like, I thought
that's the
like
India whatever.
Strain.
But I know people who had COVID, you know, like last year, and then people who got this strand of it, and they were saying, you think I'm here to play? That mean you think I'm here to play around with y'all? Yeah. God damn it, I'm not. Like, it was that bad.
Yeah, and that's what they're saying. So they're saying, and this is what I was told, the people who have the vaccine with this new strain, you'll probably have like flu-like symptoms. Without the vaccine, you can possibly get on the ventilator.
How can you tell someone how their body is going to react to this
I don't know. I just know I was out like I was like in a coma. Eddie said I came home and he was like, I told you like, hey, are you going to be asleep for the rest of the night? And I was just like, no, just give me like 15 minutes. I didn't wake up till this morning. I was out cold.
So you going to get the second?
Shit, I feel like I have to. Didn't I get the first one?
I know people who got the first one and didn't go back.
You don't necessarily need the second one?
No, you do. And then they saying that you need to every so often, every few months, you got to go back and take the shot too.
Why though?
Maybe research.
So do y'all feel like?
I feel like if you did the first one, then you might as well.
For Pfizer, for sure, you have to get 2.
Yeah, and that's the one I had. 2.
And then they were saying, too, now that the people who have Moderna, Pfizer, that you have to go back maybe like every 6 months to get like another.
What would happen if you don't?
Maybe, I don't know. Contact CDC.
No, I thought you researched. So that's
I'm just saying. I researched and I saw that they were saying you may have to go and get like another.
I'm not going to go do that shit again. I feel like I didn't need it the first time because I've dodged a lot of the bullets. I was around you and you had it. I was around my brother and he had it.
Don't make me feel like I'm a fucking germ.
No, you're not. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like
that's why I wanted to double test because I know how people would think like, this bitch, you out here, you gave me COVID, you was coughing.
That's how y'all made me feel.
Yeah. No, I just text back with the eyes and was
I put
wow.
yikes because I was just kind of.
No, y'all was like, I told you that's what that was. Like you were feeling that way.
No,
like
I don't think we meant that like that.
Nobody wants to be the person that gives somebody COVID.
No, I don't think it was. I told you it was like, damn, that makes sense.
Y'all didn't even. And y'all didn't check on me. That's another.
No, I was
thing.
like that because I thought I had it. I woke up Saturday throwing up. And I was just like, what the fuck?
They ain't
First of all, let's say this. We probably didn't check on you, but you wrote back. We were writing in the group. So you wrote back and was like, hey.
And I was just
I'm
really like.
again. Or whatever. So we communicated. Me, I was too drunk all these days. So I don't even remember my own life.
Stormy was in birthday mode. I had 3 dinners and I had to cancel those because I thought I had it.
You want to put us out there on camera. Like, yes, we prayed for you. And I had to go test out my goddamn self. She had to go test out. I was scared too. Once you said that,
scared.
I felt, you know when someone says this, when say they have COVID?
You be thinking you sick?
My mind told me I lost my smell. So every morning I'd be like, smelling like I couldn't smell perfume or nothing. So I just was like, damn. But you know, in the mind, you can't be like, I did feel a way like, damn, maybe she shouldn't have been around us. But then again, you don't know.
How was I supposed to know?
You don't. You can't be mad at somebody like you said in the beginning. That's why for me, I was like, I've been talking about this. These people are going to kick my ass if I'm talking about I'm coughing and I'm here and I'm over here going to this wedding, partying with them, eating. And I felt that way. I knew I would have felt like shit if I was to have COVID and all these 4 papers that they have COVID. And probably I wasn't the one who gave it to y'all. Y'all probably came out here with it, but all 4 of these papers say positive. I'm going to give it to y'all. Y'all going to be like, you bitch, because now you got to stay out here for 14 days. So in the beginning when you said it, I was like, damn, well, hold up. You did. But then again, you got into the car accident. So automatically up top, when you get into a car accident, later the hospital tells you a few days later, you're going to start feeling the pain. So that's what maybe what you had thought. But as far as checking on, I felt like we were writing in the group and we were communicating. So it was okay, you're okay. Me, I don't really want to bother somebody. When you have COVID, I know how it is. I know 5 people who have COVID. They were like half on deathbeds. Nobody be wanting to talk, text their phone.
Yeah, my brother was crying. I ain't never seen him cry before in his life. He was crying.
Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad.
But do y'all feel like we're on another verge of a lockdown? Another lockdown?
No, you're more so. I don't know I don't know. Me, honestly, I didn't know nothing about I'm not even gonna lie to you. I didn't know about no Delta virus, none of that until today when you talked about it, because I've been so out the loop. I don't really.
And that's how I was too. I don't try to be
I don't
so
even
like,
know
what's going on with my mom and them.
I just posted my own shit and I kept it moving. I was so drunk, I don't even know. Like, so I don't know when this Delta virus started or whatever the case be. I'm so out the loop. And today I researched it, got to see what it really was, I didn't even know until I seen someone tweeted, like, I think it was Nicki Minaj, do y'all think we're going to go on lockdown? And I'm over here like, what the hell is she talking about? Why? Because I didn't know why.
Because the cases have picked back up.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know that.
Yeah, they said we're in the red.
If we were, I mean, I'm cool with it.
You just got to stay safe. You know what? I didn't mind being on lockdown. Either. You know what I mean? Like,
Now I feel like maybe we should. And I also feel like they got Walgreens, CVS, they got these tests for free.
Yeah.
So it's no excuse for people to be like out and about. Like I went to that event and 25 people from that event got COVID. Who was the bitch that gave that to us? Because there's no excuse. Because I want to fight. I'm ready. I'm ready to
we should want to fight you. You can't say that.
But... 25. I feel like
one person had it, but
whoever organized the event, I feel like they should start requiring people, if you're coming to an event like that, show your negative
just
COVID
like
test.
you would if you had to go on vacation.
That doesn't make sense.
No, it does make sense.
Who's really like that means for my birthday dinner, I had 20 people there. So what I'm gonna say, everybody bring your guys' negative test.
If you care about yourself, it takes a second. Go to Walgreens. You don't even have to get out your car. Go to Walgreens, take your test. If you want to be safe.
I don't think that's normal. And then for you to, then that would be hypocritical for you to be like, who gave me the COVID? Well,
I'm just saying, like we went to I didn't know. I'm not saying the person who gave it to us knew.
I don't think no one knows
either.
Do you necessarily think that?
Okay, so we back doing the same thing about being hypocritical. No. I'm just being funny when I said the bitch gave us the COVID. Because there was 25 people at the
No, for sure. I'm not even serious. I'm playing. But I'm saying, do you honestly think that somebody walking with COVID, like, yeah, I'm about to give it to everybody. Fuck it. You think that someone?
I really feel like some people don't sit out the whole quarantine period.
Yeah.
Like they feel like, okay, I'm better.
If you mention it like that, because if it's just feeling like they just giving it to people, because some people won't even know it. But I think if they not finishing the necessary like
I had it and was out the whole, you know what I mean? If I would have tested July, I wouldn't have been out. Like the day that I tested, after that, I was like out. I sent that to y'all. I was like, and I was nervous about sending that shit too.
Do you quarantine? Okay. So do you count 14 days?
I counted from the time that I got tested. Right, got tested. But I really got it July 1st and didn't test until July, like way after that.
Shit.
So I had it the whole month.
Yeah, you did. Well, we're glad that you're better and that.
And I'm vaccinated. I got the vaccine. I'm vaccinated.
I'm still not sure. My household.
Lord,
and see y'all over here. I'm vaccinated. I'm vaccinated. Nobody. I'm vaccinated. But I do feel like at the end of the day, I feel like this. At the end of the day, I would rather feel safe knowing that whatever they put out there to help us, I did it versus being out here. Look, because I ain't gonna lie. Once you sent us that, I literally, my mind started racing.
Yeah, me too.
And like I said, I missed my homegirl birthday, my brother anniversary dinner. I woke up throwing up Saturday. I was not pregnant.
She would text me and said, I might not make it to dinner.
I might not make it. I think I'm going to
die.
die.
Results, and then it was negative.
It was negative. But I
definitely didn't make it to the dinner. I didn't make it to my goddaughter's first birthday. She walked at her first birthday. I'm crying on the FaceTime because I wasn't there.
Yeah, we not fucking with COVID right now. I'm vaccinated, but listen, that's what was going on with us. That's where the scare was. Last episode with Killer, Mika had it. She wasn't aware. So yeah, I mean that's what it was. So we go on lockdown. Niggas gonna be still fucking with their baby mamas? What? Mika.
And of course, this is definitely my question. Can a nigga always fuck with his baby mama? Because, I really feel like the baby mamas that want to hold on to the relationship and want to be like, I want my family. I want to
keep a nigga baby.
Right. You know what I mean? I want him. So if he try to double back, I'm gonna let him have sex with me so I can kind of keep my man. So I feel like in certain situations where one of the parties have not moved on, and it's not even always baby mom, it's baby daddy too. In certain situations where one of them have not moved on, I feel like, it's a possibility that there's a double back. What do y'all think?
Double backs.
I mean, but you moved on, so you
and double backs. I mean, back then there were double backs. I mean, my son's about to be 12, so there was a lot of double backs. Back then, this was somebody who I thought that we would spend the rest of our lives together, and there was a time in our lives where we disconnected. Like, you started to see other people, and I started to see other people, and it was like, okay, this is it. You know what I'm saying? But before that happened, you separated. I could say we separated because of postpartum depression. I could honestly say that on camera and say our relationship didn't work because postpartum.
On both ends? Because men can get it too.
I think that he didn't understand and he didn't take it serious. And that's something like today when, as in our adult self, we had a conversation about it and it was like, damn, I get what you were going through. But then my sister and him, my sister and my son's dad lives together and they would laugh. I'd be crying.
I don't think
tears,
a lot of people understand.
And they would be like, man, get the hell out of here. And I'll never forget. My son happened to probably be 6 months maybe. And they laughed at me. I remember I fainted this day. And they just walked over
Chelsea
me.
laughing at you.
No,
I was joking.
No, it was funny. When I look back at it, I remember fainting. And I remember they were like, we walked over your ass.
Candy!
No, they thought them two was in cahoots. Like, buddy, best friend. Like,
I'm just thinking that you was just drama.
They just like, man.
She over here
they
performing.
They would leave me. They would go out. They'll be in strip clubs doing their own thing, having fun. And I would be like, once they walk back in the house, I'll be like, here. I remember there was a time when they were like, he was sleeping on the couch. Like, boy, you better sleep your ass on the couch. And I hear my baby go, poop. And I was like, oh no, you didn't drop the baby out because I literally the couch was like low. And I'm like, okay, no. So prior to that, I ended up just packing all my shit in one box and just left. Like I was coming back
like on the cartoons when they leave and they got the little stick with the little.
I'll never forget. It was like a crib box, like with the box that the crib came in, and I was pouring me and Zion clothes in. I was like, we got enough for this, and I went back to my parents' house. That's when my parents were had their own house, and went to their house, and I was always welcome, and we stayed over there, and I never went back.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that you like what do you think attributed to the postpartum? Like, were you a new mom and you were just overwhelmed? You didn't have the support of him? Like, what do you think?
I think financially the support was there, but by financially we weren't making that type of money that we're making now today also. Mm-hmm. But I just think that it was just, I feel like I was being made fun of, like a mockery kind of thing. I also felt like my feelings didn't matter anymore. I also, I didn't feel like myself. My body changed. So I wasn't feeling like sexual. And that was a problem for him. Like I didn't even want to even be touched. It was like a big thing. And that was causing fights because like, damn, like,
what's up?
Now you all into this baby. It's all about this baby. It's like, nobody touched my baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's one of those things. I was that type of mom where it was a lot. And it kind of just drew us apart like fully because like I said, that we were together with the baby for 6 months. And then after that, it was just like...
So you had it for... You went through 6 months of postpartum?
Yeah, and then one day I left.
And then so when you left, did you like overcome it when you left?
By myself. Because I wasn't being made fun of anymore. I was away from them and I was able to be like, okay, let me figure this mom thing out. Because now I'm like... Because my sister was there to help me, She was a mom prior, so... Now I got me, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna figure this out. And I'm saying, not saying that he didn't come over. Now it was like visiting. Like, you get to visit your child. You don't get to sleep with us.
The tables have turned.
So it was
the door is closed.
It was a quick thing, like very quick. And it was just like an eye opener. And it was more so like I was 21. Yeah. So all my friends were living their best life. And I'm just here like, okay, I'm a mom, and it was just like, it was a lot. It was a big change because not only do we need to feed just two of us, we have to feed this baby and we didn't know nothing. I for sure ain't know nothing.
Yeah, it's definitely a shift.
So, and I was just depressed. I mean, like I said, with just your body changing, your mind, the money, it's like, okay, what are we going to do next? Until one day I just got out of it and we end up talking, becoming friends, and of course, slept together again. But I'm like, baby, ain't no baby coming out of me again.
Yeah, no way.
So it was some double bags. But see, we don't talk about postpartum a lot in the African-American community. People like, it's always, you need to suck it up. Like, you just overwhelmed because of this or that. And no, like, it's a real thing. I've been seeing a lot of like new moms, especially during COVID, like talking about postpartum and going through different things. And then even losing a lot of babies, like people go through their separation.
Miscarriages and all those things. So I would definitely say, if you're a new mom and you're out there and you feel like you're depressed, definitely don't pay nobody no mind. Pray for yourself and speak to somebody. Speak to a therapist. At that time and age, I didn't have that and definitely didn't have the money to even see a therapist, or we didn't even talk about it as much as we talk about therapy today. So I would definitely say definitely see somebody and really sit down. Like I really just kind of avoided them, like, when they were making fun of, but really sit down and talk to your spouse or the person, your baby daddy or whatever the case is. As we became 30s, we were able to be like, look, bro, like this is why we ain't work. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember if you remember this. And they were like, damn, I really didn't know.
Was he trying to make it work?
No, because at that point I'm in my own relationship and he's already had many relationships, but it was just a conversation that needs to be had so you can understand and know why we didn't make it and know why, the turnbacks. And of course, you have people who tell you that their feelings and be like, if I wish this would have worked back then, but we passed that. And hey, if you would have did and understand postpartum, you probably would have, know.
And I think it's like Mika said, in a lot of, like, in our communities, we, like, we laugh that shit off. You know, if somebody tell me stuff, of course, I'm a listen, and I'm very like empathetic to like how people feel and stuff. But I think it's like you said, it's just kind of like, girl, you all right?
Girl,
go sit down. Ain't nothing wrong with you. But you know, listen to people if they're crying out.
Shut that shit up. Yeah. Like, okay.
But I'm emotional, so yeah. I mean, so that's that. So yeah,
listen to people.
Baby daddies can mess with the baby mama if she's willing and wanting him to. That's my thoughts on that.
Yes, for sure.
Stormy, you're up.
Should felons be allowed more privileges? I say definitely yes. I mean, I have a friend the other day was like, hey, we're going out of the country. And they're like, man, I can't. And I'm like, wait, why? You know what I'm saying? But they're, even to vote, like that's something like Black people or most Black people are felons, and we need those Black votes. I mean, so definitely feel like yes, privilege, and especially it's a many things that go on and on, but I would say yes, they should have more privileges to do a lot of things that American citizen can do today. So yeah.
And you made a good point when you mentioned like Black people, because of course a lot of Black people are felons, and then it's a cycle. So you get out of jail. They release you, but you have all these restrictions because you're a felon. You can't get a good job, so you're back at square one again. You know, you're working at McDonald's or, you know, a place that you really can't like take care of yourself. So it's like a vicious cycle. So you're gonna do whatever it was that put you
You're gonna do the same thing
into jail
that's
because
society,
you need
society. That's the whole gimmick of it all. Bring your ass back. And then that's what really happens at the end of the day. I mean, you can't get a job, so what you about to go do? Hustle. You know what I'm saying? You got to feed these 5 kids that you got that you haven't been there for 10 years for, and here you are. Next thing you know, hey, bro, give me a brick, and you're going to figure it out. That's how it works. I mean, it's society today. It's fucked up. I see people, I remember my stepdad came out, and he was in jail, and couldn't find a job. It's hard. Like, what do you do? Like, it's crazy. But
you gotta let the time pass.
That shit is on your record. So who's really gonna just hire you?
Yeah.
I was talking. The reason why I was one of the questions because I was talking to a friend about it, and she was just kind of like, I don't feel sorry for them. They did what they did, so they gotta like bring themselves up out of that.
I think it honestly,
it's on your record for life.
Honestly,
so it just like,
depends to me. Too.
Yeah, it does.
If you touch some little kids, or if you know what I'm saying, if you touching little asses and you molesting,
I can say this. Then I say I know somebody who has that. No.
It depends. I think if just whatever, I just think it depends on what the felony. Little bricks, little drugs. I feel like.
So you saying you know someone who molested someone?
I know someone who that's what they were charged with. I have a cousin that was charged with that, but he didn't rape his girlfriend.
Was it an underage girl, that type of situation?
So it was consensual.
She was 17.
Her parents
was like 19. Her parents forced her to do this. They were having sex multiple times.
I went to high school with a guy that happened to.
So this one time, they got into a fight. Supposedly, she had bruises on her. So her parents was like, you're going to say he raped you.
And so they ruined this man's life. Wow.
My cousin did 8 years in jail for that.
Wow, that's messed up.
Came home hard to get a job. It was hard, but guess what?
And you got to register.
I've seen somebody, I'm going to tell you this on camera. People say they can't get jobs. That's a lie. You can. This man came out of jail 8 years.
Yeah.
And had 3 jobs because he had 5 kids. So he ended up having these 5, like, I don't know what he did all those years he missed. He ended up getting 5 girls pregnant. Or one girl had twins.
He was horny when he came out. Yeah. You got all that pent up.
One girl had twins, and then he had some other babies. But he ended up getting 3 jobs. Like, and it was like, some of them were like bullshit jobs, but it was making ends meet to show he could feed all these people. So you can't get a job. It's more so your standard of your mind. Like, I ain't gonna do that.
Because I mean, you can even get you can get your CDL and own and operate your own truck.
That's what he does.
Yeah, you can do a lot of that. I don't think that like you have to be limited. Yeah, it's different. You can literally get out there. You can get you buy you some lawnmowers, open you a construction. Like, it's just all about what you choose in the hustle. You know what I mean? If I was a dude and I was a felon, I would probably go get my CDL, own and operate my own 18-wheeler, or like I said, get a landscaping company. Like, it's just what you make it. Yeah. And I did know a guy like that. When we was in school, they had the sex offenders, and you can look at it up online.
You still can.
Yeah,
he's on there.
I went to high school with a guy, and I always saw him. He was so cool. I'm not gonna put his name out there, but I remember we was registering in our neighborhood one time and he came up and I was just like, wow, but it was the same thing. You know what I mean? And two guys I went to high school like that. One of the guys had a football scholarship, everything.
This guy, my cousin, man,
and
he was
messed
the
him
number
up.
one in school.
Yeah, messed him up.
Like,
and I don't think no parents should
up.
do that. Don't ever, if that wasn't the case, like don't ever do nobody like that. So I feel like if the nigga was malicious and really did that, then yeah, it's fuck you. But people like your cousin, like the guy I went to high school with and stuff, these girls they were sleeping with.
All karma's gonna come back.
Oh yeah,
girl,
no doubt.
It was a crazy thing because they had pictures together, like in the courts, like his lawyer showed these pictures, like we've been dating for a while.
And
so I don't see how your semen's in this girl. Yes, of course, this was my girl. I fucked her. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But the parents fought it another way because, like I said, they got into an altercation, they got into a fight. He must have beat her up. So that was more so. But they put him on the sex offender list. So that's crazy. So
how long do you, so you're on the sex offender list the rest of your life?
For the rest of your life.
For the rest of your life.
You can't come off. That's the worst thing
That's the worst.
Right. And I work in HR.
Stay and everything. Like
I know that.
Let you move nowhere.
Nowhere to stay, a job. Yeah. When we see that on somebody's background, like you got a lot of explaining to do, Papa.
Yeah.
Like how do you, so those people, like how do you get a place?
You're going to have to own you a home.
There's like,
is there like an area for that?
No, there are like second chance apartments, but they're not nice. Yeah. They're in the hood.
Yeah.
Like, if you want somewhere nice, you're not going to be able to stay there.
Because apartments, they have to do a sex offender like
so
every month.
Even if your girl, your wife, you get married and your wife you can't put your name on that lease ever, right? Because
No, you can't because they do every month, the apartments, you have to do like it's like a class or something. Well, you have to research the sex offenders in the area and just to make sure that you don't have anybody on your property that's registered. You have to do those. So it's just like, you're fucked.
You know what?
You're fucked. Wow. Unless
you can't have any kind of felons in the, like I knew a girl, her boyfriend was a felon and they found out he was staying there. Somehow somebody gave his name and they kicked both of them out.
Yeah, because she violated her lease. You got a sex offender in your home.
No, he wasn't a sex offender. He was a felon, period.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
violate the lease.
You can't have you can't have a felony.
You can't have a felony and get an apartment.
Certain apartments.
Unless, like she said, it's like a second chance apartment. But
what if we just here chilling? Like, what if he just comes through?
They knew once the leasing office find out shit, they see him coming back
every night.
Every day. The office really don't know shit. The residents tell on each other. Yeah. That's what people don't realize. The residents tell on each other.
Yeah,
they be calling.
Smile.
Yeah, they tell on each other.
Who's upstairs?
Yeah, don't hit nobody with your broom. Don't go to the door because y'all be snitching on each other. So yeah, I think felons, give them a chance if it wasn't.
So your friend. Tell her to have a little heart. You never know what people going through.
Yeah.
You never know what people going through, man. You really don't.
Some people are so like they've never experienced shit, so they just see it one way.
Yeah. Just very one way. Facts. Well, felons, we looking out for you, the good ones, because all y'all not bad. Colorism. Mika, the other day on Instagram, we have this little chat, and Mika sent us a DM. Was it a makeup artist?
Yeah, I was a makeup artist.
It was a makeup
artist. I've been seeing that a lot lately.
And I've seen this before too, but it still pisses me off. It just basically said, and I don't even want to say pissed off because I don't want to seem crabby, but it's just like, why do y'all do this? So the makeup artist basically was like, hey, looking for, what did you say, like 2 light-skinned models?
Yeah.
And my thing is like, why? Like, why is that a thing? And why is that becoming the norm? I've seen another makeup artist, a really good one too, that from Houston. I'm not going to say her name because I don't feel like I'm bashing her, but I seen her say that too. I need 2 light-skinned black girls. And my thing is once you're a makeup artist, if you're a good makeup artist, it don't matter what the tone is.
Your brush game should be
It should be good no matter what tone you is. And I just remember when I worked at Neiman's, I worked for a brand called Laura Mercier. And our counter was directly across from the Chanel counter. Mm-hmm. And when I worked at Neiman's, it wasn't that many black people up in there. It don't be that many of us artists. And when they would get black customers, they would always be like, Chelsea, can you match them? And I always used to feel like by the time you make it to Neiman Marcus as an artist, you should be able to match anybody. I can match the white lady. I can match the Asian lady. I can match the Pakistan lady. Why come when the black person come, y'all can't match them? So I don't know if it's because they're shy. They be like, it's just so dark. I don't know. And I'm like, I don't know if y'all are shying away from the darkness of it, but I feel like we the easiest to match.
But you know what it is?
We're golden, we're brown. A lot of them pink.
Brown skin, smooth, and brown is in. Sorry.
Yeah. So what do you think?
I really feel like it goes back to when we were little. Like, you know, the guys always wanted a light-skinned girl or they wanted somebody with good hair. I really feel like...
I want my baby to have curly hair. I'm going to get me else. Girl.
I'm Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Who is that? Crooklyn.
Yeah.
But anyway, I feel like it just goes back to how we were like treated growing up. Like dark-skinned girls, ooh, we don't like no dark-skinned girl.
Or you pretty for a dark-skinned girl.
Yeah.
Why can't a bitch just be pretty?
Right. And so I feel like makeup artists, hairstylists, entertainers, they always want the light-skinned girl because that's what's considered as the norm, the pretty girl for the culture.
Yeah.
What you think, Stormy?
I'll agree. I mean,
just like we talked about on last episode, your homeboy wanted the
Asian girls.
I went back and talked to. I don't know if y'all saw me.
I saw your live.
I had a live, and I had so many people on there commenting and just
What was the live about? I missed it.
Them one and only Asian girls.
That they were there, and I talked about the episode, and I was telling them, and I was like, they were telling me why they like Asians. Basically, like we were saying how. He was like, y'all give too much drama, y'all trouble, y'all family, you just trouble, you got to get into that house. So,
but they're black guys, right?
They're black guys.
And your mama's
so that
black.
means your mama trouble, your auntie trouble, your family trouble.
That's why when I went on live and everybody was up there eating them up, like that means is your mama black?
Yeah.
Is daddy black? So your family is black. So how could you say this? Because Asians,
and these are your friends, right?
These are my homeboys, but
okay.
when I don't care, I gave it to them raw.
Yeah,
everybody was eating them up.
I must have been sick that day and couldn't have one eye open. I really feel like they hate themselves. You don't like. I feel like a black man that can sit up and say, "I don't like another black woman."
They didn't say that. They said they like black women.
They would prefer.
Because it's less
you
drama.
don't like yourself.
You don't like yourself. That's what we said.
And I hate when they say like. It's less drama. No, nigga. Y'all just can't run over
bringing the drama.
Y'all just can't run over
what I told them is y'all self-esteem ain't high enough for a black woman.
Yeah.
Y'all you don't even have it in your persona isn't too strong enough for a black woman because we're going to turn you down or you like the weak. And I'm saying, shout out to my agents, Don. I'm saying that.
We love y'all.
But we're more stronger. A black woman is more head on.
Kyle said, I like a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm never going to forget that.
But an Asian parent is hard to get into. Like, you cannot just say, because they're not about to just accept no black men.
Oh, and then on that, I remember when I was in school, in college, I'll never forget, we had to write a paper about, we had watched a TED Talk, and it was about a girl who came over here from another country, and it was just basically like, what are your thoughts on these particular races? So we all had to do an assignment on what was I think it was like the fallacies. It was something, who did you prejudge or what was a race you prejudged? Every single person in that classroom was like, when we were growing up, my parents said black people are dangerous. Yeah. Black people are dumb. Yeah. Black people are this. Black people are violent. So my thing is,
walk by, you see people.
Yeah. So my thing is to the guys.
To white people now. They be doing that shit. I lock my damn door in my Benz. I lock my fucking door.
I lock my door. But my thing is like, at the end of the day, you still just a nigga to them. All you niggas that be out here like, you black girls are drama. You black girls are this. We still in a generation where their parents are still racist and their parents are still telling them y'all ain't shit.
They're never going to understand your struggle. You come home and say, oh, these niggas, like I've been following them all. You sitting there talking to an Asian girl, white girl about it. They're not going to understand. They're never going to fully understand I told them that
you. When y'all are in these relationships with these other race, it's a lot of confusion and it's not comfortable. Because y'all probably allow her to be like the black guy or I hope they don't even say nigga, but
I'm sure they do.
How does that?
I'm convinced they all say it.
They're the token black guy to them.
How do you have conversations like about your race or uncomfortable situations or
like when these George Floyd things and all of that happen? How do y'all talk at home?
How do y'all talk? These people can't relate to you.
Never
so it was a big deal. What I'm talking about when so many people had so many to say on this live and they just were trying to defend
So what was the outcome? Like, how do they feel now? Like when they hear people's feedbacks and stuff?
Like, we're not saying we do not like black women because like you said, they're like, my mama black, so how can I just say it was just more so that they prefer that it's less conflict or whatever the case is. I was like, well, you like to run somebody. You like to be in control because maybe that person don't have a mind of their own and they just let you run over them.
No, it's not. It has nothing to do with that person. It has everything to do with
color.
them.
Mm-hmm.
No, it has everything to do with your homeboys. They are insecure in,
That's what I said.
in
I told
themselves.
her that. It was no.
They feel like they have to get someone that they can manipulate, they can control, they can play chess, checkers with.
I'm gonna let them watch this, and they gonna eat me alive, and I don't care.
Don't eat us alive.
Listen,
and this is the thing. Don't
I'm well now, so if you want to come for me, friends,
don't come for me. But this is the thing. I've always been like that. Me and Eddie have these conversations all the time because I'll be like, Carter gonna have a black girl. He can have whatever he wants. He's gonna have a black girl. Yeah. Okay? That's just how I feel. He feels like it doesn't matter. But baby, it does matter. To me,
whatever you like.
He's like, whatever
you
you
bring home someone of another race, it's gonna be like,
it's whatever, but you're gonna marry a black woman.
You can't say that.
Now I'm feeling like Ronica from
Can I say that?
What's the name? I've been watching Have and Have Nots. Ronica be on there doing Poe Jeffrey wrong.
You're gonna. This is what you're gonna.
This is what you're gonna get.
For me, with my son, it's whatever the color you like. I can't force that on you if you don't.
I mean, you can't force it, but I would totally
the society I live in the area that I live in.
He's gonna probably have a white one.
No, that's just what it is. Your son too. I mean, he's already kind of like very.
I know.
Both of y'all kids.
Very granola. Man, me and Stormy be roasting our kids. That's sad.
They proper.
They so proper, but I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, I think y'all need to chill out. Makeup artists. I just think it's rude.
Not even makeup
just
artists.
In general, everybody.
But when I see makeup artists do that, and I'm a dark-skinned woman, I'm just like, I'm not going.
I don't want to go to her.
No, I don't. Yeah. Because you're making me feel some type of way. Am I too dark?
Yeah.
Like, you ain't going to be able to, you know?
I love my
have me looking like Michael Jackson because you prefer doing makeup on the light-skinned lady?
I love my chocolate skin. Well, for a long time, I thought I was light-skinned, but I guess I'm caramel. I'm like paper brown bag skin. So next things next, Kanye's new album. Everybody knows that Kanye just dropped the album. And to be honest...
No, he didn't drop.
Well, he didn't drop it yet. But the anticipation, he had this thing. What was it in Atlanta at the arena where he let everybody hear?
Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes-Benz saying, yeah.
Like,
he had a leak on his album. I got the leak. So I listened to most of the album, but it deleted. I got the leak. But
damn.
Yeah, so I heard all the songs.
It was pretty dope.
His album is pretty dope. He has a lot of features on there.
The one with Kanye got everybody talking. Like the memes going around like, so you had to dump Kim and you and Kanye.
But see, to me, I don't feel like he ever lost it. Call me a fan. I've always...
You don't feel like... I don't think like they did nothing for him but make him different. I feel like
his work has been, to me, consistent. Even like...
his music, I wouldn't say that though.
808 and Heartbreak.
I wouldn't say that. I would say...
You don't? I love every work he put out.
No, I'm a Kanye West fan. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I don't care what he's doing, if he was a Trump supporter or whatever, because Trump didn't really do nothing wrong. Trump was a smart guy. Y'all just didn't pay attention. Now, I would say that his music did change because from College Dropout.
Oh, for sure.
Where he's at today. He changed, but he's smart. Everything that he has done, it was a movie and everything. It was always talked about no matter what he did.
You remember the Life of Pablo tour? Hands down the best concert I ever went to in my life.
Still wearing them damn shirts.
I remember shirts. Like
2000. Like I still feel like that was probably hands down one of the best concerts I went to in my life.
No concert has been done in the middle of the floor.
That production, everything.
So he's a smart genius. I think that Kim Kardashians, they put him in the tabloids a lot. That kind of fucked his mind up, I guess.
And,
he's a dad
man
now.
Eaters.
So he's a father now. Before, when he was doing this, he wasn't a dad. And then he lost his mom, Donna. That put a lot of toll on him. You know what I'm saying? I think that whenever his mom died, that's what changed him. I don't think the Kardashians necessarily did anything, but he did go on some suicidal issue and all those things.
They helped.
I think it was both. I think it was the mom, and I think it was them, and I think it was his relationship with J and B, because I feel like he always kind of like looked at Jay-Z as like this big brother thing.
Jay-Z's on the album.
I saw that, and I'm happy for that. But you remember prior to that when he kind of went on that rant, like our kids don't even play together, I think that it was probably a mix of everything. He probably was like, I'm finally coming into my own, got my kids, got my life, I'm doing these big things, but the person that I want to be chilling with and that I want to be around, because I mean, who else could he really be around that's on his level except for them?
That
I think that I hate Twitter. I hate social media because it was like Jay-Z putting out his song, his verse at 4:30. How do y'all know?
That's a girl.
But the memes was talking about like, is Justin LeBoy Kanye's spokesperson?
Yeah, what's
because
up with
how
that?
are you getting the tea before everybody?
I mean, he was there.
He was the one who first.
No, he was there, but he like like firsthand information.
Yeah.
It's like Kanye's album is not coming out on this date. He's doing X, Y, and Z now. Like, who are you?
Even before that, he was like, Kanye about to put out a new album, and I'm like, yeah, how he? But it's all about like Kanye.
Like, how did you? No, he's a genius. He picked the perfect person.
He's the
to
most
be right
watched on
next to
Instagram
him
right now.
And guess what? Everybody was putting those pictures up everywhere because Justin's there. Justin's there. Justin is one of the most talked about person on Instagram.
Whether you like him or
whether
not.
you like it or not, the memes are floating around. I've just reposted a meme today about friends. You know what I'm saying? Your friends should be your family. If they not, then what are you doing?
Oh yeah, I seen that. He was like, y'all some weirdos.
So y'all some weirdos. It's weird vibe energy all the time, but it's okay. But I like him. I don't care what
I
y'all
do
say.
too. And I will say you can dig up, and I feel like the same for you because I remember the Pablo tour. I remember everybody in Houston was there. I just feel like you can dig on all my old social media. You will never ever see where I've said anything bad about Kanye because I'm
when he
into the music.
Wearing the red hat with Trump, I was like,
Trump.
Okay, so let's get into what people have been saying.
Oh, so this, I'm going to have to read it. I know we're not supposed to be on our phones, but
I'm on my phone. Let me tell y'all something funny while you look that up. Girl, my brother texting me right now. My dog got mad at him and knocked his cake over on the ground.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's spoiled. Stop that. So what brought us to this Kanye thing is because I was scrolling on Instagram and I'm like the Kanye police. And it said Kanye's visit to the Trump Tower, his MAGA hat, slavery was a choice, his reclaiming of the Confederate flag to sell merch, his disrespect of Rhymefest and Donald Trump. Y'all let all that go for an album release in the middle of nowhere. I don't ever want to be that kind of stan. Okay. So do y'all feel like people stand Kanye so much to the point to where he's not held accountable?
Okay.
Go first, Storm.
Tag in.
Okay. Now I'm saying this. You have people that were not for Kanye, that they stood their grounds and they did not support what he dropped. They didn't give a shit. That was just scrolling on the timeline. And you have people that, if you're a fan of the music and you're a fan of his work and you're a fan of who he artistry is, and you believe in him, then you gonna rock with it. Now, I'm not saying I didn't see everybody. There was a lot of people that was bashing him like, oh, hell no, Trump supporter, blah, blah, blah.
Why you got that stocking on your face?
Why you got this? And just like, what the hell is this? Girl, but guess what? That's genius.
Pantyhose on your face.
Was something that he wanted y'all to do that. He wanted y'all to talk about it. They were showing pictures of that all through the timelines. That's smart.
Like, what nigga can pack an arena at a listening party? Nobody knows none of the songs. Yeah. They come in there to listen to your new shit.
I think that if you, and I'm gonna tell you this, I was able to listen to it. I was on Clubhouse all night long. There was Kanye rooms. Yeah. And I was listening and people were playing because it was, you got the leak. So people were playing the albums and it lets you, if you're lost in life, a lot of people was on there and they were like, look, until I listened to this today, I didn't understand my life. I didn't understand, like we were talking about over today, like people who have demons living inside of them. Oh yeah. Or there are things, and listening to this album let them understand.
Demons living inside of them?
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you something. It's either you believe it or you not.
No, I'm just saying, like, what was the oh, we have to get on there.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about that off camera. Yeah. But it's just more to his music. I'm telling y'all, when y'all listen to this, and it's a great anticipation. I think that I honestly feel like he didn't get all the features that he needed on there, and it was to like, hold up, let me put this together before I drop, and it was a genius thing. I mean, I know people who was mad, like Kevin, my homeboy. Like if you watched him on there, he was like, "What the fuck?"
That's how I woke up. I was on Tidal, like, where the fuck is it? They kept saying it was gonna be up, and I was like, "Where is it?" I was like, "It's not up. Where is it?"
I just think,
and it wasn't.
And when it does drop, like, it's about to be on.
So the question is, do you feel like we're not holding Kanye accountable?
I think that.
Or are you just like,
I'm with it. I don't care what you
And that's how I feel. Like, we talked about this on the last episode. I'm not invested in all of that. You know, I'm just into the art. I feel like he is an artist. And I never comment on stuff because I never be wanting nobody to come for me. But I just remember even on Facebook, this pastor, I had to unfriend him. But he was just like, when Kanye, you remember he did the whole gospel album stuff, and he was just like, what are y'all thoughts on this? I just think this is ridiculous. And I was like, if you're a true Kanye fan, you would know each album he's ever put out, there's some sort of gospel reference.
Sunday Services was dope.
Before Sunday Service even came out.
I went to Joel when
everything.
He was there.
I know, and I told you about it. Didn't even get the fucking tickets.
I went there.
It's like he's always referenced some sort of like gospel in the interludes or anything. And I just feel like the people, like whoever made that tweet, it's not about being a stan. It's just you're just into the music. I don't get caught up in all that hoopla. I think he is genius. I think that everybody tries to emulate his style. I feel like if he came and sell them stockings on the face, niggas gonna buy them.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So let me ask you this. So you're saying it's like you're focused on the artistry.
I just focused on the art.
So R. Kelly.
I was listening to R. Kelly the other day.
I'm not gonna talk about that either because I'm for R. Kelly. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, I listened to him the other day.
I'm just saying, are you like, so is it just
I don't believe any of this shit. Like R. Kelly coming out with these little boys now is saying that he raped them at McDonald's or whatever the case may be. That's the new case. That shit is like, what? Where were you guys? Because when did R. Kelly work at McDonald's? How long ago was it? You're saying that?
Oh, they're saying this from when he worked at McDonald's?
Or how was that story?
Okay,
I don't know.
So let me say this. You can't really just put a time frame.
Why you didn't talk about it then? I hate that shit.
But
Bill
wait,
Cosby too. I hate that shit.
Wait a minute.
Bill.
You can't really just put a time frame on when a person speaks out about trauma because everybody handles things differently. It's some people that have been.
If you chose to talk about that 20 years later.
I'm not talking about that particular situation. I'm just saying in general, we can't really just say, why haven't you said anything? Why did you wait for 12 years? Sometimes it takes people a long time to process what the fuck happened.
And I agree with that. But
and
some of this shit be seeming real convenient.
Right, I don't,
but I do agree. I do agree.
Convenient, but we can't just really, because it's people who haven't even spoken out about shit that happened to them when they was 2 or 3 years old.
And I battle myself with that because literally, it's funny you said R. Kelly. I was in the kitchen jamming TP too. You know, like the way I look at it is, because Eddie be like, you really listening to him? I'm not that invested in that shit. I'm not thinking about that. I think it's fucked up if it was what happened, but I'm invested in the music because we were saying he should. I was like, damn, if R. Kelly was out, who would be a good person for the verses for him? Like, who would be able to do a verses with him?
Maybe, I don't know.
He's good.
Let me say this. Like Mika said, I know someone that they've been raped, and I don't know why people always. I'm someone I guess you could talk to and you can open up and tell your problems to. So she told me, and she has never told her mom and dad ever. And it's just a family member for her, right?
Wow.
So her parents don't know, and I'm like, you living at the end of the day, you're living like everything's okay to your family, but everything is not okay. You're traumatized by it. And you can't even find the right guy ever. And you're never going to be able to find the right guy until you really tell your story because it's locked in your mind.
Not even tell your story until you come into terms and forgive you with your mind and you forgive yourself. And a lot of times people don't say anything to their family members because it's just like, I can't believe, like, where's the proof? I'm not going to believe that.
She told her aunt.
And they didn't believe her.
No.
See?
Today she does. But this is like 12 years later.
Yeah.
But
so just imagine the fucked up trauma that she had to go through for 12 years of her speaking out about what happened to her and nobody believed her.
So this friend, she probably kill me because she does watch our show. But
I'm praying for you, girl.
I just tell her all the time, like, she can't. I've seen her date maybe 15 guys since I've known her, and some of them are perfect, and she finds something wrong with them all the time, and I'll be like, that's because you are still locked in your mind. Like, you can't even trust a man. Like, you don't trust anyone. So it's like, until you go seek help about it and speak to somebody and let that go, and talk to your family about it. Because your parents, they don't live here and they ask you all the time, how's life, how's everything?
So she is the guy or whoever did this to her, is he still around?
Yes.
So she has to see this person.
She forgave him.
I wouldn't
forgive him. She hasn't forgiven him.
My heart beating so fast.
He just is there. She's seen him.
And we would have a hard, long conversation, motherfucker. Sorry, but
I asked her, like, you don't want to speak to him?
I just wouldn't be able to just coexist with your motherfucking ass. Like, I wouldn't be able to.
That's why I tell her, like, it's a lot. I could even go on with this story. I just tell her today, like, you got to see a counselor. You got to seek help, and you got to let it go because this girl is beautiful. Very, very pretty girl. And it's just like, Why? I always, she comes to me and be like, I left him again. You told me I was gonna, I'm like, you're never gonna find the right guy. Like, I don't care. I'm tired of you telling me about new guys because honestly, all of them, you find the littlest. He tied his shoes
and that's what the thing is going to be. You're either going to find issues with them. You're going to either be promiscuous. You're probably going to either like the other.
The ones that are perfect, you hate.
You know,
be like,
or the it's so much of a trigger that something that they say may remind her of them, or like a shirt or cologne or whatever.
Yeah. So,
well, much love to you, baby girl. I don't know who you are, but I wouldn't wish that on anybody. And much love to you. And it takes a big person to do that. So, do y'all think it's harder to forgive or to forget?
My mind, both.
Both.
I will never forget, but I'm learning to forgive. If that makes sense. Yeah. I'm never gonna forget shit you did to me. And I was crazy. I wanna quote this, but at the wedding, this guy said, basically, if you lock it in your mind, you'll never be happy. Let it go. So it was more so like
you become a prisoner of your own thoughts.
Yeah. So you gotta forgive and you gotta forget. And you gotta let things go. And I have a hard time forgetting anything that you did to me, or I end up, if we fight, I'll bring it up again, and life would be good, and I won't talk about it until something just triggers me. And I remember when you did, and that's something that I battle. Where, like I said, on our next episode, we're gonna bring on a therapist for sure.
We definitely will have
for many of these topics and many of these reasons. But
no doubt.
That's a good question. Forgive or forget. That's tough. I'm working on both of those things. I'm definitely in the forgiving stage. Let things go. You know what I'm saying? Or
have conversations.
Yeah, have conversations.
But go.
I think that I'm like you, Stormy. I'm both. Like, I don't even, honestly, as old as I am, I don't even know the proper steps towards forgiving. I don't know if it's something that you say to yourself, like, okay, I'm going to forgive them, or is it something that you just never bring up? But I definitely, I'm a Taurus.
You're a bull, you're strong.
I'm very strong.
Stubborn.
I'm very stubborn. And I feel like, I don't know, I just kind of feel like for me, I'm dealing with that now. I'm working on that because y'all know I'm a runner. Mm-hmm. I don't like to have uncomfortable conversations. I like to just be done with your ass. Like,
not to keep cutting you off, but as we get older, and I sent this to Stormy after we butted heads for the 100th time. As you get older, if you want to have a relationship with somebody, it requires uncomfortable conversations.
No doubt.
Like, you got to get to a point to where you hurt me, I didn't understand this, or you may have said this and it was X, Y, and Z. Like, we got to sometimes kind of like have those conversations, and then facts. You can either move forward or not.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting ready to have an uncomfortable conversation with a friend myself, and I let something go because it was over my birthday weekend, but conversation is definitely coming because I live with it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta feel this, and when you talk to me,
and it's really not fair to that person if they don't know what's going on. Right. If you're not saying nothing, if you're just harboring it, and it's just like, okay, you haven't told me shit. I'm thinking everything cool.
Right.
But
approach it with grace, though. Approach it with grace,
for sure.
Because
respect, and you just want to make sure, like, because I'm gonna come off as respectable because we're family. That's how it should be.
Not even respectable. I'm saying with grace. Like, God gives us grace daily. We fuck up all the time. Look at me about to start preaching.
Yeah.
We don't do everything that we're supposed to do. We don't give him our time. We don't do anything that we're supposed to do. We don't tithe. We don't do everything. And God gives us grace daily. So why can't we give our friends, co-workers, or whatever grace? But that's what I'm saying.
Co-workers, I wanted to slam their asses yesterday.
Approach things with grace. That's what I'm saying. And an open mind, because you're not always.
I can't come in like, how
you.
I gotta make sure I hold myself accountable too.
No doubt. No doubt. Okay, so we're working on that. Oh, you didn't answer. Is it hard for you to forgive or forget, or do you feel like
I'm a forgiver, but I have to have a conversation with you first because I know that a lot of the times I could be the problem. Mm-hmm. So I'm a forgiver. Forgetting, maybe not so much, because I'll start handling you accordingly after that. So I won't really just forget, but forgiving people, I'm definitely a forgiver. And a lot of people be telling me, why are you? I'm a forgiver. God forgives me daily. Why am I?
Yeah. And I think it's back to what you said, like we're all adults now. One of the things that we've been saying in our household lately is, you know, if somebody does something to us or if we feel like somebody was being a certain way, we just say, you just gotta, you know, believe people to just be who they are. You know what I mean? Like I'm not.
Right, but what does that mean?
Like,
who they are?
Like just for example, if you know, like you're not gonna expect so much from a certain person if you know that's how they are. Like you're not gonna get so mad. Or
I don't agree.
I mean,
with it.
I feel that. Like I forgot who me and Eddie were talking about, and he was like, I'm just like honestly just gonna expect them to be who they are. Nothing more, nothing less. So I can't get so mad because.
But at a certain point in time, if that.
And I can choose how I want to, you know.
Who you are is toxic, it's not conducive. So you can't just sit on, oh, that's just who I am.
No, I'm saying you can expect people to be who they are, but you can also know that you don't have to deal with them. You know what I mean? Like, I know that you're a dickhead. I know that you're an asshole. I know that you're this way. I can choose not to fuck with you.
But it's to the point also, it's like, how many times are you going to say, I know how you are?
No, you can say, I know who you are.
You can't, I'm tired of that. No, I'm going to let your ass go because I know I'm not going to listen to you say.
You were talking to the let go queen.
No, I'm going to
expect you to be who you are.
You can't
and you just won't hear from my ass.
You can't sit there. No, you're right.
Yeah.
But it's to the point where people be like, that's me. How many times I'm gonna hear it? That's me.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So it's many things, but you're the let go queen. I'm someone like, we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna say this. And if we wanna go our separate ways, we go our separate ways. But I'm somebody gonna talk about it. I wish I was like you to be like, let me just walk away from you and just be like, you're buried. You're back there.
Right, but that's not healthy either because you play a big part. So I feel like when people kind of like do that, like, I'm cutting you off, you know, all the time. What part did you play in it? Like, where's your accountability?
You didn't even get to hear the person now because maybe you did something to them.
No, I think,
or maybe you misunderstood.
I think
you're
when
a blamer.
You're
a blamer. You're not taking accountability for your actions.
I don't think that. I think that in life, life is about choices, and you decide what type of person you want to be. And I'm the type of person that I just cut it off. You know, like. Even
what if it was a misunderstanding?
If it's a misunderstanding, it can be. I mean, I'm cool for misunderstandings, but we talk about this all the time. I cut people off, and I feel like it's because I'm doing us both a favor. You know what I mean? Like, look, you ain't fucking with me, I ain't fucking with you.
What if that person miss you?
And then hit me up. Hit me up. I'm down for it. Hey, I miss you. I have a homegirl right now. We ain't cool. And not the one y'all think. And I was her friend since the 6th grade. I tell my sister all the time, like, damn, like, you know, I really miss her. My sister still follows her and stuff. Because I'm blocked. And so I'm just... I mean, I just feel like I don't even know if I want to go back to that because our friendship was really, really good.
No, you don't even have to go back to a friendship. You can just go back to a mutual understanding.
It was good, but when it was toxic, it was bad, and it ended really, really bad. And I'm honestly still hurt by how it ended. Just the conversation I'm tough, and it's just the conversation was had. But I tell my sister all the time, my sister be like, Chelsea, you know, she had a baby, she's this. And I just be like, damn, like, you know, we were friends for so long. Like
that's just like how it was with when we were at her event, and I spoke to my person, and when her answer was, "Why did you wait all these years?" Yeah, you know, and it was, you feel like you did nothing wrong too, because that was the response that you gave me. Why did you wait all these years? And I felt you did something to me, and you felt I did something to you. It was a miscommunication. So, but it is like,
is that a friendship you really miss?
Sometimes you just move on from it. I'm like Chelsea, like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? With that situation, because so many years went by, but I wish that it could have been fixed. I wish that it could have been better. I wish that things were able to be.
And I feel like y'all fixed it y'all's own way.
When we
like it's
other,
no bad
like,
blood.
I've seen her like
maybe
love. 5 times recently, and
it's love. But you know, if we could get to that point, I would be cool. Because I'm at a point in my life, I don't want to be feeling like I got stuff with nobody out here.
That wasn't fixed. It was more so like a patch, a Band-Aid on it. And that's what we just
you think another conversation is needed?
It was just like a quick thing. It was something that just because.
Well, I feel like reach out. Say I want to have lunch.
Do you think another conversation? Wait a minute. Hold on. Look at me. I always want to patch it up.
A conversation with one-on-one with there's just us two. Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
Well, you do that, and then I'll reach out because this person, we were friends since we were 11.
I don't know, because I felt like I was the one who.
Yeah.
So it was something that
you feel like you was the one who what?
Initiated the conversation and reached out there. So it was more so like, hey, girl, I know we didn't finish. Can you know, sometimes if you really care, because I see this person, it'd be like, hey.
Yeah.
Do it.
But it's like we said, conversations are uncomfortable. It's probably uncomfortable for her, probably uncomfortable for you.
Yeah.
You know?
Do it.
We all need to do it. So yeah, that's the recipe.
Look at me smiling like.
Let's rekindle this. Life is short. Like, it really is.
No,
Because,
absolutely.
you know, like, and it's this person, anything was ever to happen, like, I'll be hurt. For sure. So
no, and it is short. I remember when my homegirl Ro died, R.I.P. Ro. She had a friend that she met when we were all working in cosmetics, and they had a falling out over some stupid shit. It was so probably like how we petty with certain things, falling out with people. And when Ro died, that was the first thing she put on her social media was like, I cannot believe we was fighting over something this stupid. I never got to really tell you, how I felt. And I mean, she died. It's like, like you just really got
this whole COVID experience has definitely gave me a newfound appreciation for life and like different stuff. So that's why I'm just kind of like,
it's short. Say what you need to say while people hear and where they can, really embrace it. And I might do what y'all said. I might reach out, you know what I mean? And try to see what happened. Not even to be.
I want you to reach out to the person that the other girl.
High school?
Yeah, I will.
Oh, not high. I don't know.
I know you're talking.
Anyways,
you gotta give me time.
Our next segment, we're gonna bring on somebody, and we're gonna cope with all that.
We're gonna bring Dr. Phil on.
Bring a Dr. Phil on for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But let's recap on these outfits. Justin, what do you have on?
Today I have on my Skims. What is it called? The outside. That's what I think that's what it's called. The outside collection. I'm trying to sit up because you get stuck in your stomach. But I have on that.
I made a little thing today talking about. I remember I used to have to suck in my stomach every day.
I know you look good on your bikini pictures. I still suck in. That's the key to keeping your stomach flat. But I have on my Skims outdoor outfit. I threw on the fashion. This is like a little fashion over flannel, and then the phones, I still support Kanye. You know what I'm saying? I got my short hair back bald headed, but I'm here for it. Let me know if y'all here for it. I feel cute.
I like you with short hair.
Yeah, everybody say that. I love it. My man like it. Just grip that neck, So
but you don't do that. Remember on one of the
I don't
episodes?
do that, but I like a good neck nape grab or something. You can grab this neck, but
what you don't do?
Just kiss. That's it.
Girl, bye.
Stormy, what you got on? Stormy got them cheeks on the seats.
Her whole ass cheek out, and I want y'all to see it. I want y'all to say this. Stormy, stand up.
I haven't worn these shorts.
Please stand up. The shorts belong to Chelsea.
They don't even belong to me. My shorts be attached to me.
I haven't worn these shorts in a long time, and I just knew that they were gonna fit me.
Please stand up.
They hurt. They uncomfortable. I can't because I meant to pull down before.
No, the last episode that I was on, I don't know if y'all noticed I was rocking because I had on them little Levi's. Ooh, they was hurting.
Your girl.
These shorts.
Y'all gonna see me. I'm gonna post a picture. Y'all gonna see me.
Stand up.
No, because they all in there. No.
Oh, you have to get them out her coochie.
No,
but okay.
I'm gonna tell you this. A girl got thick because these shorts used to fit me good. Now they don't fit at all. But anyways, I got on some dunks. These are called the Wu-Tang dunks. That's why I got this Wu-Tang shirt.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and some Zara shorts.
I
got my hair braided back.
Shout out to her. I love
braid styles. If you want to know where I got my braids done, Houston Braid Styles.
And it's not that fake person on what's the name?
Everybody is taking my pictures and saying that this is their work. Like, oh,
that's so catfish.
Yes, when they show up and get the hair done.
I had to DM so many girls like, girl, did you do my hair?
Yeah.
Take that down.
And they've been responding?
They take it down.
The picture.
Or they delete the picture. Like, you did not do my hair.
At all.
But Mika, what you got on?
What you got on, Mika? You are refreshed.
Yes, I'm definitely refreshed. Just first time getting my hair done all month. Looking like something. Just giving corporate cutie vibes. Got a blazer on. A little
black.
Bandeau, black. These are actually my work pants.
Yes. They always the best.
Work pants and some McQueens, just corporate cutie vibes.
Cute. Really cute. I love
the
a
new
suit.
Air Force Ones. McQueens are the new Air Force Ones.
Yeah, and I've been having these for a long ass. Corey gonna see this and be like, you finally want to wear them. I've been having these for a long time, but I don't like them because I feel like they like
I like that. I love
my
those.
shoes.
That's one shoe I did not get, but I still like, you know what? I'm probably going to get them. You got them, huh? The white and black?
I got the white and blue.
They're classic.
My son
classic,
is begging me for some stuff for Christmas. I think that would be one of his gifts.
Yeah, put them in
they got so many different colors.
I told him he only getting 2 things. You want these expensive things? I'm gonna get him you want a nice chain.
Oh, I'm done with him.
So that you getting 2
Homeboy want a chain.
Usually he gets about 10 gifts because his birthday is December 23rd, and then Christmas is right there. So, but now you're getting 2 here, 1 for one day, 1 for one day. I don't know what your daddy can do whatever he wants to do.
On the rest.
I seen him and his daddy. What was that with Offset? Was that him?
Yes, they Zion's in LA, living his best life. He's going to Six Flags tomorrow. So
man, shout out to Zion. Shout outs to my son Carter too. He is here in the back.
Shout out to my son too that just knocked over his uncle birthday.
Shout out to Phoenix and Carter and Zion.
Yes. So what is the recipe for this episode? Mika, take us home.
Oh, the recipe for this episode is
we talked about everything.
Appreciate life.
Appreciate life.
Appreciate life.
Appreciate life.
Yes, I'm good with that.
I'm good with that too.
And forget and appreciate life. Thank you guys for tuning into the recipe. That's it. Peace.
And thank you for watching.